It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go again, but you ain't picking your phone up. Why you messing my head up?
Hey gang, welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Sincerely Jazz, and I'm a former active duty soldier turned corporate gal. And on this channel, I give you tips and advice on how to live a happy and healthy life. So as you can see from today's video topic, you'll see that today we're getting into the recomp of weeks 2 through 4. If you don't know, I embarked on a 12-week body recomp. And every 4 weeks, we bring it back together and we come here to YouTube, to the gang, and we discuss different things about my recomp journey so far, such as progress, like where I started, where I'm at now, things of like how I'm progressing in the training program, just different things that I have faced during these previous 4 weeks. But before we get into all of that, go on and hit that subscribe button to join the official Sincerely Jazz gang. Cause why is you here if you ain't part of the gang? Please tell me why. But let's get into this video. So weeks 2 through 4 basically covered like all of January, which was before I experienced some grief or whatever in February. So I'm going to cover basically all of January up until the first week of February. And y'all already know that I'm a notes girl, so if you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes written, because I don't want to miss a thing, and I want to be open and transparent with y'all, because I want to let y'all know how this journey is really going. So let's just start off with this pic. Ciao! When I tell you, I was fat in that pic, like period. And so basically, like, I think after I came off active, I just picked up weight, not realizing it. And you know how like sometimes you'll still be going to the gym, but maybe you're not giving it your all. That's what that pic is a representation of. And I posted that pic on TikTok, and I've gotten so many responses like, wow girl, you have really worked your butt off. And I have. But you know, sometimes like you can't see the results until you like compare them side by side. Like looking at that pic where I started in January to where I am now, baby, you can't tell me nothing. And it's crazy because that pic, I probably weighed the same thing that I weigh now, but the difference is that I have lost a lot of inches, and I've just really like gotten really toned. So I still definitely have some work to do of how I want my body to look and how I want to feel, but for the most part so far I'm really happy with how my body is progressing. The thing is that in the first pic, I wasn't dedicated to my goals. Like I've always been a girl that kind of works out. You know, I haven't really ever been too big, but I've never been like super small either. But like the girl in the second pic, she's dedicated, she's disciplined, and she's consistent. So like it's just a different mindset that I have now compared to when I started in January. And also, since I've been dealing with like the death of one of my friends, it just really put things into perspective of like how I want to live my life. You know, like you just never know what happens or what could happen. So I think it's important to live how you want to and to go after the things you want. And if like for me, if one of my things that I want is to live a fit and healthy life, I'm gonna do that. And I can't do that by making excuses and not going 110% every workout. I'm not gonna show my after pic because you probably have already seen it on TikTok. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna show it yet because I want y'all to know how I got from this first pic to where I am now. And it came with a lot of hard work and dedication. Like so many people want a quick fix to things. They want, you know, to take X, Y, and Z or starve yourself or blah, blah, blah. Like whatever fitness trends you can come up with, people are willing to do. But those are quick fixes, and those are not sustainable. Like, my goal is to live a fit and healthy life. So like a lot of it is a mindset change and a lifestyle change. Like, I don't do diets, I do lifestyle changes. So if you really want to unbig that bat, maybe you got to cut down on some of that fast food. Maybe you really got to take the time to like fix your lunch and, just make these simple changes to live a better lifestyle, because that's what I really focus. So some of the ways that I have been able to really hone in on getting to where I am today with my recomp so far and just my overall fitness journey is I definitely have started training more with a purpose. Like, shout out to people that can go in the gym and just know what they're going to do or just wing it. I personally can't do that. And like, training and working out are two different things. Like, training is, you're training to reach a goal. And I know my personal goal for what I want my body recomp to accomplish. So I'm training with a purpose. Like, I have a defined training plan. Some days I have switched it up, like as far as like maybe adding in like HIIT workouts or cardio or something like that. But for the most part, I have a very defined training plan. And a good thing about this training plan is that it encompasses incorporating like progressive overload. So like every 4 weeks I go up in weight. I mean, sometimes I go up even before that 4 weeks, because I feel like if the weight isn't challenging me, then I'm not going to wait till 4 weeks to go up. I'm going to go up right then. So that's one of the benefits of this program, is that it's kind of flexible in that aspect. Also, another big point is that I definitely leaned in on being more disciplined. I feel like I'm a very disciplined person, but like regular civilians aren't. So like, I really have to tap into that, because that's going to carry me further than motivation. Because truth be told, I am not motivated every day to work out. Like, no. If I was probably a naturally skinny girl and I could eat whatever I want and not gain weight, I probably would not work out as hard and as much as I do. But because I'm super passionate about working out and about just being like strong, I definitely will continue to work out. There's this quote I found, and like, I have a mirror in my bedroom of like a whole bunch of quotes and stuff that I look at every morning just to get me going. And one of those that I have is, discipline is what keeps you going. Motivation is what gets you started. Discipline is what keeps you going. So to me, I take that quote as meaning exactly what it says, right? But I know that I'm not motivated every day. The reason I started to work out, that has motivated me to keep going. But discipline overall is what's going to keep me going. Discipline and consistency is literally the name of the game. Another way that I have been able to get to my current recomp state is I started adding in evening walks. So I try to go for a walk during my lunches at work, but I'm not always able to, because either I have a meeting or I'm just super busy, But again, this is where discipline kicks in. I get off at like 4:30. I get home about 5:30. And because, we're getting more daylight now, I'm able to like walk around my neighborhood, do like a couple miles, and just enjoy the sun and just get, make sure I'm hitting my steps, because that's important too. Because I work a sedentary job, and so because I don't, I'm not like seeing patients or anything. If I was a nurse or whatever, I don't get a lot of steps in anymore. So I have to like make that extra effort in the evenings, no matter if I'm tired or not, to get that walk in. And usually it's only for like 30 minutes, so I'll just walk when I get home. But also, I recently started working out in the evenings now. So like usually about 7:38, I'm at the gym. And the reason why I switched is because I'd rather do all my strength training and cardio all at once. Like in the mornings, I don't really have a lot of time to do my cardio, because I have to leave at a certain time from the gym to get home, get ready for work, and get to the office. So I was like, okay, I'd rather sleep in the mornings anyway and just, work out in the evenings. So now that I'm working out in the evenings, I'm actually able to do like incline walks on the treadmill after I'm done strength training, or I do the Stairmaster. I'm also considering, like, because I still get up at like 6ish or so, to maybe do like morning runs or something around my neighborhood, but that's something that I'm still debating on. I feel like I could probably do a mile every morning, and that would be enough because that wouldn't take me that long. So we're gonna see, especially with the weather getting better now, I should be able to do that morning run if I continue to work out in the evenings. Another way that I have been able to really get my body to where I want it so far is to, of course, incorporate training to failure. Like, I keep repeating that in a lot of these videos, but it's so important. Like, when I started training to failure on most of my sets and most of my reps, it literally has increased my strength. It's like increased, I feel like it's increased my muscle size too. I mean, I don't really measure my muscles, but I feel like I'm hella strong right now. Like the other day I was deadlifting 245 and I was like, damn, I probably could have deadlifted 265. So I definitely feel like increasing my training focus on training to failure has definitely helped. And of course, if you don't know, one of the last ways that I have been able to ensure this is to continue to prioritize protein intake. Like, you really, in order to get those gains that you really want, you really have to eat more. And for some reason, people don't get that. Like, I don't know where the disconnect is, but in order to really get what you want, you have to eat. And sometimes you have to like eat more than you normally would. Like, you're probably eating BS, which is why you're always hungry, right? But when you fuel your body with the right things, like with protein, with the right amount of carbs to eat or whatever, like, you're going to eventually see the result. So like, maybe instead of eating, chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, listen, I love them too, but come home and maybe eat, a chicken breast instead and add some potatoes or some rice with it and a veggie. Like, you need that fiber and that protein to really hold you so you won't be hungry like an hour later. Unless you're like me and you eat every 2 hours. Like, I literally eat every 2 freaking hours. I can almost count down to like the time that I'm going to be hungry. I really used to be a girl that did not like almonds, but these blue diamond almonds, lightly salted, low sodium, baby, these right here, they so good. Oh my goodness. Like, these are good. And I'm not a fan of almonds at all, but these are the only ones that I can eat. I buy like one of these every couple weeks. Sure. And it lasts me for a long time too. So now that you have made it to the end of this video, we've gone through how I got to where I am now. I'm going to show you where I'm at now. Listen, I am so freaking proud of this picture. Although I'm not completely where I want to be, I'm super proud of the progress that I have made. Listen, just to recap what we have went over in this video, please don't think that this journey has been easy, because it hasn't. Like, with my friend's death, there were so many days that I just wanted to go eat a cupcake, order Chick-fil-A every day. But like, because I literally think about my goals every day, of my fitness goals and how I want to live, I keep that in the back of my mind when I'm making decisions. Also, I definitely had some obstacles along this last 4 weeks. Of course, like, again, like with the death of my friend. And then, Lil Red, she gonna sneak her little raggedy head up. Like, when I get on my period, I lose strength. So I typically don't lift as heavy. I also get super tired, so it's very hard for me to work out when I'm on my period, but I still do anyway. I just may not go as heavy. And then my eating, I usually eat every 2 hours when I'm not on my cycle. But when my cycle comes, I literally have to force myself to eat because, again, in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about these goals that I have. So that's something that I'm learning to work through because, again, I'm not even halfway through this program yet. So, of course, my cycle is going to come on again. And so I want to be better equipped to deal with, you know, maybe the food cravings that I might have and the, what's that word? Fatigue that might set in. Remember, like, over these last 4 weeks, I definitely continued to train with a purpose, have a plan, set a plan. If you don't have a training plan, definitely get with a certified personal trainer to help you create a plan. There's also a lot of like plans out there that you can buy. I've done that in the past before. I mentioned that in the previous video. I bought a training plan with Beast Mode Jones, so I'll link him again because he's definitely a solid personal trainer, and he's like into bodybuilding. I'm not really into bodybuilding, but he has some really great programs for everybody, not just for bodybuilding, but for men and women just like me and you. I also remember we talked about how I rely on discipline more than motivation now because nobody's motivated every day. I'm for sure not motivated every day. I also added in those 30-minute evening walks, and I recently switched my training to the evenings with a possible morning run. Still debating on that. And then of course we continue to prioritize protein as well as train to failure on every rep, every set. We're giving it 110%. But remember, like, the journey will not be easy, but keep in mind what you want and go after your goal. I know this was a quick video, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button to join the official Sincerely Jazz gang. Because again, why is you here if you ain't part of the gang? Okay, I hope that you all come back, and I'll see you next time. Bye.